The University of Florida, one of the oldest and largest universities in the Southeast, has a reputation as an athletic powerhouse in a state famous for citrus and sunshine. The university's a business powerhouse too, thanks to one of the finest business schools in the world. Established in 1926, the Warrington College of Business is one of the oldest programs for business and accounting in the United States. The college has grown immensely over the years, but remains dedicated to three principles: ethics, leadership, and performance. Dean John Crafts led the college for more than 15 very successful years.
When you come to Florida, or you come to anywhere in the South, in Florida in particular, there's a sense of enthusiasm. There's a sense of opportunity. And that's not just weather, it's huge business opportunities. And that's why 83% of our graduates choose to live and work in Florida. We're a great university, and these people would have opportunities to go anywhere, but they decide to stay here. Each year, I think we focus on trying to do something that I call radically different, not merely tweaking a program, but coming up with a whole new program design or a whole new delivery mechanism or a whole new way that we're going to measure productivity. And that's helped us in the past get into internet-based degree programs, get into specialized masters, get into offering a wide range of activities in entrepreneurship, helping us to be an innovator in ethics. I'd like to think while we may not be the first in any of these activities, we are the group that essentially implements them and employs them the best. It's very difficult across universities to evaluate the quality of instructional in the classroom. Faculty quality is very easily measured by looking at who was able to place their research in the very best research journals. And that's something that we use as a major indicator of our quality and our advancement and the status of our faculty. The doctoral program is essentially an extension of that, because these doctoral students are placed because of the reputation of the faculty they write under. I'd like to think that business, while we call it a discipline, it really has its roots elsewhere in the university, in that, in fact, to study business, you do not have to be a business major at the undergraduate level. Business is really giving people a set of skills to make them successful. And in fact, that's what all our programs are designed to do. Whether it's at the undergraduate level, at the master's level, or the doctoral level, we have the same objective.
Professor Barton Weitz literally wrote the book on retailing management, now in its 6th edition. He oversees one of the largest university-based conferences for retail managers and students in the U.S.
Well, we run this symposium every year in Orlando in June, and we have speakers from companies that are at the cutting edge doing very interesting things in retailing. And this is sort of a great opportunity, again, to sort of learn about what's going on in the industry, what are the problems that are facing retail executives. Business Week and U.S. News and World Report rate MBA programs, but the quality of MBA programs is much different than the quality of doctoral programs. And so students, when they're looking to get a PhD, they do a lot of research to find out, are the faculty on editorial boards, do the faculty publish a lot of research themselves, so that they can learn from the best. And our faculty consistently is among the top 4 or 5 in the country, and I mean of all business schools, in terms of publications of articles in major journals.
You'll find Professor Jay Ritter in a lot of those top journals and frequently quoted in the media as Mr. IPO for his expertise on initial public offerings. He's also the first academic ever asked to serve on a special Blue Ribbon Committee on IPO regulations created by the NASD and the New York Stock Exchange.
As an academic, I am able to sit back and look at the big picture issues without focusing on the deal du jour. Although I get a lot of calls from journalists asking about today's IPO, I'm able to marry the academic ivory tower approach as well as insights from talking with practitioners. And as a business school professor, I find marrying the real world and the ivory tower very important. Before Google went public, management asked me to come out and talk to them about their financial strategy. And I found that in the questions that they asked, the management was really living up to all the hype about being incredibly creative, very smart, thinking outside of the box. They really impressed me as being a sharp group of people.
And working with real-world business issues also drives the work of Professor Timothy Judge, who's recognized as one of the world's top authorities on organizational behavior, one of the many issues students will face as they enter the business world.
MBA students want to know the concepts and how they work for them. And so it's really important to teach them the analytical tools and how they can apply them in a work context. Effective managers can get by with seat-of-the-pants management, but I think the best managers and leaders are ones who take a systematic approach. I think it's critical in the area of management for students to realize that it's not just simply intuition or common sense, that they actually can take their strengths, which are their analytical tools. They can take those very same tools and apply them to workplace phenomena, how to manage people better, how to negotiate more effectively. I think what makes the University of Florida special is we study a diverse set of management problems and topics, and we do it in very creative ways that I think are really having an influence both on scholarship but also practice.
And influencing scholarship and practice is what fuels the Warrington College of Business. The college is educating future business leaders with a focus on teamwork through the development of leadership, interpersonal and total management skills, promoting mastery of functional areas, and fostering instincts vital to a solid research and work ethic. For more than 80 years, that's been our formula for success. The Warrington College of Business, rich in history, ready for the future.